Lakin, Kansas was founded in 1873 by John O'Laughlin and David Long Lakin, Jr. John O'Laughlin was one of the first men to come to Lakin, Kansas, and he helped found Wichita. David Long Lakin, Jr. helped found Wichita, Lakin, and the Santa Fe Railroad. This was the construction of the railroad in 1873. This is the railroad in action for the first time somewhere in Wichita. The main street of Lakin was where most of the trading and selling started to trend. There is also 80% of business on the main street. Lakin needed a place to praise the Lord, so just outside of Lakin they made a Methodist church for the residents in Lakin. The residents of Lakin also were in need of some law enforcement, so they built a courthouse. These kids are residents in Lakin dressed for the Dust Bowl with covering their nose, mouth, and eyes in 1930. This is a top view of Lakin today. You can see the flourish of Lakin now from then. Lakin's first building was the train station, which was built in 1873, and it is still standing strong to this day. This is Lakin's courthouse today. As you can see, it has changed from then to now. Main Street has gotten bigger since then to now. It is modified in its businesses now because there's only about 40% of Lakin's business on Main. Now here's a fun fact. Lakin is 20% of Kansas's crops and is growing at an incredible pace. This is where Lakin is located, just inside of the Kansas-Colorado border. My final fact is that Kansas has a pretty big farming industry, and it helps the city drastically. Hello, my name is Trey Hayzlett, and I'm here to interview you about the history of Lakin, Kansas.
Hi Trey, good to meet you, and thanks for interviewing me.
It's nice to meet you too. My first question is, who were the two men that helped found Lakin?
That would be David Long Lakin and John O'Laughlin.
My second question would be, who founded the Santa Fe Railroad?
David Long Lakin was instrumental in the building and the management of the Lakin-Trey Santa Fe Railroad here in Lakin.
Who started the architecture in Lakin?
That'd be John O'Laughlin. He had the first trading post here in Lakin.
What was the flourish in Lakin?
Irrigated agriculture, probably, mostly water out of the Arkansas River to irrigate with.
How badly was Lakin affected by the Dust Bowl in 1930?
There was a pretty big effect on Lakin because a lot of people left during the Dust Bowl years.
Did anyone do anything about the struggle of the Dust Bowl?
There wasn't much they could do. I think some of the merchants probably extended credit to people trying to keep them from leaving, but in the end a lot of them left.
Did David Lakin or John O'Laughlin help with the struggle of the Dust Bowl?
No, that was well beyond their years.
That's all the questions I have today. Thank you, Mr. Hayzlett.
Thank you.